Hey YouTube, it's Saturday, February 7th, and I am 3 months on T today. Yay! I did my however many shots that I've done now. So I am now officially 3 months on T, which is really cool. Feels a lot longer than that. Feels like it's been ages. But anyways, in terms of changes, here's the muscles. You don't really see very much changes yet. I can see them though, so that's cool. So not much for muscle growth right now. I'm getting more hair on my stomach, and that's pretty cool. And more hair, I think it's getting either thicker or darker on my arms as well, which is also pretty cool. Like, it's one of those things that you don't really notice because hair grows so slowly. I mean, like, hair, I feel like hair on my body grows slowly. My hair on my head grows really fast, so. Yep, so that's that. I'm having more acne flare-ups, you can see probably. And that actually, the acne hasn't been as bad as I was expecting it to be, so that's pretty cool. It's been pretty, it's just like I get a flare-up every couple of weeks, but it's not that bad. And you know, I do lots of face washing and making sure my pillowcases are clean, and so that pretty much takes care of it. What else? My voice is getting a little bit deeper, I think, which is cool, especially, yeah, I especially notice it at night. Yeah, so that's about it. I was kind of worried about my voice, like, staying like this and not getting any lower, and I was talking to Ari, my girlfriend, about it the other day, and I was like, what if my voice never gets any lower? What if this is just the way it is? And she was like, no, your voice is still cracking like crazy. Like, people's voices settle down after a while, and, like, you stop cracking like mad. And so I was, you know, checking some other guys, trans guys' YouTube videos to sort of see, like, along the timeline in the first year, how their voices settle out. And it seems like most people, like, their voice doesn't really settle out to the way that you're used to hearing them, or the way I'm used to hearing them now, until, like, around a year on T. So their voices just sort of get incrementally lower over time. Unless you have a big, like, some guys have just big drops, like, from here to here all of a sudden. But, so I think mine is just going to keep going down incrementally. So that's about all for changes this week, and I've been thinking a lot about top surgery, and I've been researching top surgery and, like, wanting top surgery for years and years, like, longer than I've been out. It's the main thing that gives me a lot of anxiety and dysphoria is my chest. So I'm looking into that. I'm looking into Dr. Tholin, who's in the Twin Cities here in Minnesota, just because he's the closest, which means I could recover at home, and that would be really nice. But he is also more expensive than a lot of other top surgeons. So he's like $9,000, $9,500-ish in that range. So I'm looking into stuff from him. I'm looking into, obviously, Garamoni in Florida, who does everybody and his brother's top surgery, because he's, like, you know, the pioneer that everybody knows. So I'm looking into seeing him. But he's more around like $8,000-ish. And then I'm looking into Dr. Crane in San Francisco, because I just think that his method is really interesting. Because he, for double incision, which is what I'm looking at, he, instead of, usually when you get double incision, you get drains for a week afterwards to, like, help your body deal with any sort of extra fluid in your chest. But Crane doesn't do drains. He leaves lymphatic tissue in your chest to, like, help your body sort of heal itself and redistribute any fluid in your chest that's there by itself. And I'm pretty interested in that, so I'm going to do more research. Dr. Crane is, I think, about the same as Garamoni in terms of price. So those are kind of the three that I'm looking into. But it's going to be a long time until I have enough money for top surgery, which kind of bums me out. And I tend to think about it more on days when I notice the effects of binding more. Like I noticed today when I was working out that, like, I almost fainted because I wasn't getting enough oxygen. I don't wear a binder when I work out, but I wear a sort of compression, I guess it's like officially a compression bra, but it flattens out my chest a little bit so that I don't feel so dysphoric when I'm working out, but it does restrict your lung capacity a little bit, so I just noticed it, especially today when I was working out, and suddenly I was like, I need to sit down. I'm gonna faint. So I noticed then, and I notice it on days when my back really hurts because just of the way that you're just sort of compressed and down. Your shoulders kind of, like, get pressed forward, and so it's just, it's a bummer, and it like, there are trans guys who go years and years and years binding and don't get top surgery, and it's not that big a deal, and they don't have, it's fine for them. But there are a lot of people, you really just shouldn't be binding for a long time. Like, there are people that have a lot of medical problems for binding after, I've been binding for, how long? I want to say like 2 years. Yeah, it's got to be like 2 years now, almost. And it's just rough on your body. It's rough on your back. It's rough on your lung capacity. It's rough on your posture. So I'm looking into getting top surgery as soon as possible. But even saying that, it's probably still a long time off, years off even. So I'm looking into ways to fund that, ways to save enough money. And there's some, like, there's Care Credit, which is a credit institution sort of thing for medical expenses, where you can pay every month a certain amount to, like, pay off your medical debts. So that's something I'm looking into. I really don't want to be in another debt after I already have, like, tons of student loans to pay, but, I would just rather be healthy. So we'll see. As I'm looking into it, I'll let you know what I'm thinking, but that's the update on thoughts for top surgery and things. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Yay, 3-month T-versary birthday thing. And I will get back to you later on this week with another transgender and Christian video, which I'm excited about. So that'll be up on Wednesday, and then another vlog on Friday or Saturday. So we'll just keep going. And I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.